now that we've got our skull cap all strengthened, I'm going to show you a few things that you can do with it before turning it into a hat. Right, if you wanted to now make yourself a rabbit, for example, you can stick rabbit ears on it along with a bit of a nose, so then you can have a rabbit ear and a nose, so you can cover this in paper mache and then paint it, or just have it as newspaper and turn it into some kind of animal. You can change the shape of your ears. You can have triangular ears, bear ears. You can turn your thing into a bird. You can have a beak at the front. If you're going to do a bird, if you wanted eyes on it, you could do that, take that on, cover it all over in paper mache, and then stick your eyes on top of it like that. Always stick eyes on afterwards. Cover that first and then stick your eyes on. So that's birds and animals. And you can always turn it into a helmet. So you've got your Roman helmet, wrong way around. Roman helmet like that, or sideburns as part of a wig. You can also make yourself a cap like that, just tape it on. All these things, just use whatever tape you have and tape it on. You can also turn it into wigs. Now if you wanted to turn it into wigs, what you're going to need is some newspaper, and you scrunch the newspaper up. When you scrunch the newspaper up, scrunch inwards, very loosely, just go all the way around, scrunching inwards. The reason for this is, if you just had your piece of paper just like that, you've got loads of loose ends, scraggy bits and things like that. Whereas if you carry on doing this, nice and smooth. So then all you need to do is get your tape, tape the backs up like that, and like that, and then you've got a lot smoother for when you're doing your paper mashing. You've got a smoother surface. You can also make sausages. I should do a sausage one. So the same thing. And you've got the sausages. This is really good if you're doing hair and you want sort of pointy ends hair. You know, it's all very stylized hair, as you'll see in a minute, but you can make the ends of your hair pointed like that. Just wrap the tape around. Do this really roughly because it's all going to get paper mache in the end. So this, as long as it holds its shape, you can create whatever shape you want. So once you've got your shapes, you're going to then stick them onto the skull cap. So we have the skull cap and we have our shapes. I'll show you one styling. It's like if you had little sausages and big sausages, you've then got the start of a hairdo that has a fringe. So that'll be stuck onto your hair and it'll be a fringe. If you have just the circles, you can just stick them all on like this, and you're basically going to start creating a perm. I shall show you the end effect of the perm later on, but that's the sort of things you can do, absolutely like that. So there are a few ideas, and you can build the wigs up anyhow, whatever you want. You could have pigtails, fringe and just pigtails. Cover it all in paper mache, hold its shape, dry it out, put bows on it, and you've got pigtails. You can build yourself up some kind of quiff along the front. You can sort of totally, have a curl or a quiff or whatever you want. You do your hairstyle. And that's your hairstyles and your animals. Right, what else we're going to do? I'm going to show you how to put a brim on it. So you're going to get a piece of paper, you're going to get your hat like that, and you're going to draw around it, get it sort of central, and draw around it like that. Just going to make this a bit easier for me to see. Right, so we have the outline of our hat. What you're going to need to do then, about 2 centimetres in, you're going to draw another line in like that. This is a bit that you're going to cut out. Then you're going to draw the brim. Like that. Then you're going to cut things out. Now you've got your brim. And then you're going to cut out the inside circle. Like that. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Once you've done that, you're going to snip all the way around. So you're going to snip into the brim at about 1.5 centimetre gaps. It doesn't really matter. If anything, cut over the line that you've got, because we're going to, in a minute, like that. Then bend all these bits upwards. Now that you've cut your brim, you're going to put it over your skull cap. Have a piece of tape ready, because we need to secure this onto the brim. Once you've gone all the way round, you're going to go around the brim at the top of the things. Just take one piece that goes all the way around, just taking in all them little tags. Squeeze it down. Soften up your rim. While you're softening up the brim, you can turn it slightly upwards, so you get a bit of a curl on the outside. So there you have your bowler hat. Yay! You can turn this quite simply into a top hat by cutting out the bit that fits the bottom like that, and cutting a strip of cardboard. You just tape the strip of cardboard around your skull cap and tape the hat down to it. Simple as. Then you've got your top hat. You could also have a larger brim. Here's one I prepared earlier. With this you can have, it can be a sun hat, it can be a cowboy hat, or it can be a fold up 3 corners. Not as easy to do with only 2 pairs of hands. Back one, tricorn, get your pirates out. So they're the sort of different kind of things you can do. I can show you a few finished ones. This is my top hat. It is my coronavirus top hat, because as I was covering it with lots of images and words for me to remember this period of time. You can also be a pirate. You can go totally bonkers. and build your own waterfall. Wigs, once you've covered the wigs, you've got your own hairdo. I'm a granny. Okie dokie, so I think that should hopefully have given you a few ideas. I'll end with my bowler hat because I like my bowler hat. A few ideas on what you can do for headgear. Hope you come out with some fantastic things. I'd love to see some of the pictures of the finished hats or headwear. Enjoy and just use your imagination.